Welcome to my LGBT lesbian channel. The series Checkmate, Stripper and Dance for Me are voiced for you in full history. Thank you for your comments, reactions and subscription to my channel. Have a nice day everyone. Pav Lauren. We quickly got up from the floor, noticing that most people were already running out of there. We quickly grabbed our things and ran under a huge tree. Camila passed her hands on her arms trying to take the remnants droplets of water off her clothes. It was a true storm, and staying there wouldn't help at all to protect from the rain. This can only be a joke. The brunette grumbled, making me laugh. It was at least comical, that situation. What are you laughing about? The situation, Cams, I'm sorry. Look, I'm all wet, and I'm wearing white. Indeed she was. Camila was wearing a long white skirt that had a huge slit in the thigh, that by the way left her legs showing a lot. On the upper body, a blouse, white as well, loose, and that left her smooth tummy out. But both pieces were already a bit wet when I decided to help her. Take this, put it on and we'll go, I said, handing her my leather jacket. Camila looked at it, but decided to accept and quickly put it on. Pay attention, we'll run to the other side, okay? My car is over there. She looked to the other side, that by the way was really far. She closed her eyes and took a deep breath when I pulled her under the storm. Lauren, she screamed, making me laugh. Run. That was all I said. We left running through the soft grass of the park, under the storm that wetted us. Camila let out a few agonized squeals every time she stepped in the huge puddles in the middle of the way. The wind made her skirt lift sometimes, forcing the woman to hold it with her hands. Wait, Lauren. I stopped running when I saw her stop way behind me. I went towards her, who was breathing heavily. We stopped in the middle of the storm. Wait, I need to take off these shoes. Take them off, I'll wait for you. Camila stared at me, a bit afraid that I would run and leave her alone. The woman leaned down and took the delicate sandals off her wet feet, and then stared at me, smirking, to then start running. So that was a trick? I asked myself as I watched the brunette run ahead of me. I tried to run fast to reach her. I could only hear her fun laugh as she ran towards the car. But this time we only stopped when we arrived to where my car was parked. I can't run anymore, she spoke, breathless, leaning against the car, letting out a delightful laugh. Get in, quick. Camila got in the car and so did I. We closed the doors harshly, laughing like two idiots. We were completely soaked wet and dirty inside the car. Remind me to see the weather forecast before leaving the house, she said, laughing, leaning against the leather padded. I let out a laugh at her, who stared at me. We remained for a few seconds without saying anything, only letting the laugh die down, leaving room for only the sound of rain outside. I think it's best if we go home. I don't want to be blamed for a cold. She opened a beautiful smile at me and nodded. In exactly half an hour we were already parked in my house's garage. I got out of the car under the thin drizzle, helping Camila get out. Look at my state. I'm awful. I'm not entering your house like this. Yes you are. Come on, I said, pulling her by the hand. She grumbled, looking at her skirt that was full of mud stains and completely wet. The thin fabric glued on her body, leaving very clear all of her beautifully sinuous curves that I couldn't help but notice. Miss Cabello was the owner of an extremely desirable body. Don't worry, you'll take a bath right away. She nodded. We ran to the entrance, laughing again at our deplorable state. Oh my God, what happened? My mother asked as soon as she opened the door and found us like this. Rain, it caught us in the middle of the way. I spoke, pulling Camila into the house. We were leaving a wet trail on the floor with each step we took. Thank God I stayed home. Taylor said, laughing. You look awful. Thanks, little sister. Come on, girls, go immediately to the bath. I'm going to ask Meredith to bring warm towels for you. Thank you, Mrs. Jauregui. Camila spoke, polite as always, to then go up the stairs completely wet. Good bath. She smiled when she heard me and continued on her way to the bedroom, and so did I. After a hot bath, I dressed warm clothing. The weather was cold. I lay in bed thinking about the day that I had, and I caught myself smiling at the thought of her. The image of Camila smiling and running under that strong storm filled my mind, making me daydream. Even like that she could be so gorgeous. I remembered how beautiful she looked with the Dodgers jersey, or how sweet she was with my family, with me. Or how she made me feel different when she was with me. Jesus, Lauren, what are you thinking about? I closed my eyes and brushed off those thoughts that insisted on staying in my head. What was she doing right now? Was she also thinking about our day? I could go check it out, or better not. Yes, I could. I left my bedroom, went down to the kitchen. There was no one there anymore. I took the opportunity and prepared 2 neat hot chocolates and went up to her room. I stopped in front of the door, feeling a certain nervousness of bothering her. Would she find it weird? Lauren, you are not insecure like this. What's happening with you? I took a deep breath, seeking courage. I opened the door slowly without making any noise. She must still be taking a bath, to my disappointment. I entered the room, putting the hot chocolate on the nightstand, until I decided to leave. It wouldn't look good to wait for her. Inside her room, I looked around and grabbed a small piece of paper and a pen. I thought you would want one of these in this cold. I hope you like it. I made it myself, winking face. Lauren Jauregui. Pav Lauren. You have to choose, Lauren. Don't be trying to have every woman in the world. Alexa said with her hands on her waist, waiting for an answer. God, why do you still disturb me? You left me to go after secretaries and strippers? Is that right? Watch your mouth. I assure you that I am much better than you. Camila said angrily. If you couldn't handle us because you weren't good enough. Carla said, always sassy. What the hell did she have to do with my life? After everything, she still had the audacity to want to dictate with who I should or shouldn't date. This couldn't be real. Picture it with me. You are sitting at a table where in front of you there's your ex, and 2 women that made you lose your mind. It was at least crazy, the 3 waiting for the answer that you wouldn't know how to give. Camila, Alexa, or Carla? Who would you choose? Please, no one can talk with the 3 of you like this. I raged, getting up from my chair. Who the hell gave them permission to come here to demand me an answer? The 3 stood quiet, between fiery gazes from one to another. I could laugh at that situation if it wasn't so tragic. I'm waiting for you to send the other 2 away. Alexa's angry tone grew stronger. I want you to leave. Oh. The women looked at me without understanding to which I was referring. Alexa, please. We have nothing anymore. I don't even know why you came after Mel. In a perfect harmony, Camila and Carla opened a triumphant smile, leaving me breathless. Damn it. Is that really what you want? Send away the only woman who gives you value. Holy irony of life. Alexa had been the woman who maddened me the most, in the good and bad sense of the thing. but of course, until I returned to Miami and met the two beautiful girls who remained silent. Value? I laughed ironically. You were a mistake in my life. Now, please, leave. If Alexa had the power to kill me with only her gaze, most certainly I would no longer inhabit this earth. Her gaze was of pure hate and anger, which simply didn't affect me at all. Alexa today didn't mean even 1% of what she used to mean one day. The woman took her eyes off me, staring at Camila and Carla who were around her. Not even in that moment was Carla. Without her mask, would I ever see her face? Would I ever know who she really was? Don't even dare to regret this, Lauren, Alexa said, leaving the room and slamming the door shut. I sat again on my chair, closing my eyes and trying to relax for a few minutes from all that stress. When I felt two hands going down on either side of my shoulders, making a delightful massage. This is really good, I said, letting my body relax before those soft hands. This is how to take care of you, I heard Camila's voice, so sweet and smooth, making me smile satisfied. I know exactly what you like. Now the voice was more raspy, sensual. I felt the hot breath near my neck, causing a shiver down my spine. Wait, the voices might even be similar, but there wasn't only one, there were still two. Oh Jesus, Lauren, where did you get yourself into? I opened my eyes facing the two girls who were leaning against my table, with open smiles. I could even swear that they were alike, but between Camila and Carla there was an abyss that you can't understand. You can't have both of us, Lauren, it's me, or her, Carla said, smiling ironically. I looked at both who stared at me, without concern to know that both of them drove me crazy. How could they be so beautiful? How could they have so much from me? For a quiet life, those two came to mess it all up. I opened my eyes quickly, staring the white ceiling. Oh God, I was dreaming. Thank God it was only a dream. I rubbed my eyes that were in conflict with the clarity that entered my room. The beams of light were everywhere. I looked at the clock. It was already pretty late. I could lie down and sleep again if I knew that I wouldn't dream about them. Not that it was bad, but my head was already living in a war these past few weeks, and having a dream with Camila and Carla was asking to be defeated. Maybe there was too much going on lately, lack of rest. It could only be madness to think of and want two totally different women at the same time. Where are you with your head, Jauregui? I asked myself while going to the bathroom. I decided to disburden all my stress in a bath. After dressing comfortable clothes, I went down to the kitchen where my dad and Taylor were talking. Finally, I thought you had died in that bedroom, Taylor said, causing a laugh in my dad. The night must have been long, sweetie. The man spoke mischievously to Taylor, who burst into a laugh. What are you talking about? I asked, sitting next to them. Nothing special happened. I heard that you and Miss Cabello arrived in a deplorable state. I smiled, remembering last night, in which Camila and I arrived completely dirty and wet. Dad, that was a contretemps. The rain caught us. Was it really the rain? Or did something else happen between you two? Taylory, I shouted, lightly slapping her arm, and she grumbled. Don't fight, Jeeries. Taylor, leave your sister alone. If she and Miss Cabello are dating, I don't see any problem. I squinted my eyes at the man in disbelief. They truly believed we were dating. Is this for real? Of course, honey, Camila is the perfect girl. She's beautiful, intelligent, sweet and polite. I know all of that, but Dad, We don't have anything, our relationship is restricted to work. I said calmly. I guarantee you that it isn't, Lore, it might have been, but after this weekend you have to rethink things. He said, staring at me serenely, to then get up and leave. If I were you, I would listen to him. Dad is sick, but he always gets these things right. Don't speak nonsense, Tay. Tell me, where is Camila? Taylor let out a devilish laugh. In her room, she came down for breakfast with us, and then said she was going to take a bath. We planned to go to the beach. Planned? Without me? You overslept, Lore. I don't care, Missy, she is my guest. I'm not going to steal your romance, I don't even like that. Relax, sis. The girl spoke boldly, giving a tender kiss on my forehead. You'll pay me back, Taylor Jauregui. Oh. If you like that I voiced the continuation of the series Stripper and want me to continue, please like and write a comment on the video. This will be an incentive to continue working on translation and dubbing.